This is an update. A week or so ago, I posted a video about my idea of at the end of the year, beginning of next year, having an award show in different categories of topics I watched, the top videos I thought would be a fun little video, and would require a lot of work to make something funny and creative, and it was the least popular video I had posted like in the last 3 years. I think there's still about 90 views after about 2.5 weeks. So it's a lot of work. I was going to actually go to Fiverr and have some people do impressions, because obviously people who win the awards can't come to my studio kitchen in my apartment and accept the awards. So I thought it would be kind of fun little video. Actually, not a little video at all. It would have been required the most work I've ever done in a video in a long time, and it got almost no interest. Now, I've made plenty of videos in the past that got me a little interest, but so I said, you know what? I'm going to maybe not make that video. Maybe I could hire someone on Fiverr to impersonate someone to offer you condolences to your great personal loss and burden and not being able to watch that video. But I decided I was going to do something different. The other day I was talking to Brad at BC Truck. He was talking about how he has had a UFO experience. I told him, except for one person I knew that had a really extraordinary UFO experience. I've never had that happen to me before, but I've had a lot of ghost story things happen to me. He thought that would be fascinating, or he'd like to watch it anyway. And I was very reluctant to make any of those type of videos, because people think you're crazy when you start talking about ghosts and paranormal things. So I of course, reviewing the videos I've made in the last 16 years, maybe that boat has already sailed.
Hey everybody, tomorrow is Chick-fil-A, Eat More Chicken Day. If you show up dressed as a cow, you get more chicken. I know Mr. Ed isn't a cow, but this is the current year we're living in. If Mr. Ed wants to be a cow, he can be a cow. Moo!
But something happened to me kind of odd the other day, so it gave me impetus to make a video and start using words like impetus, which I've never used before in my life. So I made a series of videos, 8, in my studio kitchen, and the next few weeks you're going to be getting a lot of ghost stories. And if you don't like them, know that eventually, because my channel is a variety channel and it will change, but if you don't like them, you need to talk to Brad. Yeah, you need to talk to Brad. It's his fault. But the thing of it is, these stories, they're not something I made up or being creative or funny. They're actually things that have happened to me over the years. So it's actually not funny at all. It's kind of weird, and I didn't want to become known as the Weird Channel. So, but they're coming. There's 8 of them, and I just have to put them online. And it was a lot easier than making that award show, let me tell you, because there was no creativity involved. Just like what happened, and so it's going to be a kind of interesting series. And in between those postings of the my ghost story experiences, which is the title of the series, we'll be having your regular sandwich toaster, fix doodads in the house, and try to go fishing videos. So, by the way, I've been sending Christmas cards to a lot of people this year, and at the end of my Christmas cards, I'm encouraging everybody, or letting them know that I think 2023 is going to be a wonderful year. It's going to be a wonderful year, and I'm serious about that, and I want to wish you all a really wonderful 2023. The reasons I know that it's going to be wonderful is I'm lowering my expectations. All right, guys, take care and be seeing you.
Hey YouTubers, good morning, Robb. Guys, I wasn't sure I wanted to do this video. I've been making videos for 16 years. I've got a nice little channel and some really nice subscribers. And years ago I sold stuff on eBay when I first started, and I was selling some really strange, weird stuff. And I learned if you sell weird, strange stuff, you end up getting weird, strange customers. I don't have weird, strange viewers, and this is an odd subject, and I was reluctant to talk about it. But then I had something happen once again the other day that it's just not normal. So I thought over the years things have been happening, and I thought it would be good to talk about it. No, it wouldn't be good to talk about it, but I feel I need to, because there's other people out there that have the same problems or experiences, and there's no place that they can talk about it. Or we're going to be talking about paranormal stuff. We're going to be talking about ghosts. Years and years ago, when I first graduated high school, way like 100 years ago, it was the very early 70s. There was a recession, terrible economic times. And I managed to get a job with my neighbor, Bill Dixon. He was married to Bonnie Dixon, really sweet girl. And he had a job where he was a urban lumberjack. He'd cut down trees in people's yards in the city. I always thought that they should have their own reality TV show, because cutting down trees in the city with little kids and neighbors and cars and power lines and telephone poles and people mad because you're staying in the yard with a rope tied to a tree across the street that's going to fall down across the road. You know, it was exciting in some ways. And I remember one day we were coming home from a really hard day, and he was talking about UFOs. I tried to keep an open mind. I've never seen UFO. I had a good friend at work that had an amazing story. I would love to have it on here about UFOs near Homestead Air Force Base, but I keep an open mind. And he went on and on about UFOs and aliens. And so, I mean, sure, why not? When he finished, I said, "Well, Bill, what do you think? What do you think about ghost?" He said, "Ghost? That's downright stupid." And I get that, or have gotten that response in the past, so I try not to talk about it, because you end up being at least being dismissed, but sometimes people would have a very low opinion of you. So we're going to be talking about ghosts, paranormal things, the things that I've experienced personally over the years repeatedly.